fall has arrived and it is cold outside here in Wisconsin, and one of my family's favorite treats is to have hot chocolate. When I was going through the stores this last couple of weeks, I noticed there are a lot of dairy-free and allergy-friendly hot chocolate mixes out there, but are they all created equal? Today we're going to do a family taste test and we're going to decide which one of these products you should try with your family. Make sure you subscribe down below so you don't miss any new recipes, tips, or product reviews. Here is our lineup for the hot chocolate taste test. We have the Good and Gather brand from Target. We have Swiss Miss non-dairy, Starbucks hot cocoa that I found at Costco, Enjoy Life mini chips, and Hershey's cocoa. We had a really good time sampling all of these different hot chocolates, and not surprisingly, we each had different favorites. But the one unanimous thing we came to is that all of the Good and Gather brand from Target was really good. We each enjoyed it. It depended on if a person enjoyed flavored things. So I had two children who don't love flavored things, and so they liked just the double chocolate. And then another child who really likes flavored things and enjoyed the caramel. The caramel was a really fun, different flavor, and we all enjoyed it. The other one is my personal favorite was the Swiss Miss non-dairy. I was really surprised how much I liked it, and it's also because it felt the thickest in your mouth. If you can't have coconut, it is not something that will work for you since it does have a coconut base, and that is part of why it is so thick. But it was super tasty. Another important thing I realized is that the Starbucks one I had is labeled hot cocoa, but it's designed to be mixed into espresso. So I actually did not make that to the package directions because I did not want to feed my children espresso. But it was tasty. If you get it and you love coffee, it's a great addition to your coffee. I would not buy it in mind to just have it as a straight hot chocolate, especially if you like things sweeter. It's almost just to the point of being bitter. It's almost like just cocoa. But it did stir in really well to the milk. So what I did for our milk base this time, our non-dairy milk base, was I did 1 cup of original soy milk because we're able to have soy in our home. And then I did a little splash of the Country Crock plant cream just to make it a little richer tasting and a little more special. It is really fun to add toppings to your hot chocolate, and I know that can be tricky when you have allergies. In our house, we are able to eat just the normal store brand, all the normal marshmallows, because most of them don't have nuts in them or dairy, but it's always important to double check your package labels. In this case, we can have the Jet Puff and also the store brands in most stores, but I do know that those contain gelatin, which many people cannot have for a various amount of reasons. And so there are vegan marshmallows sold. Trader Joe's sells vegan marshmallows, as well as the company Dandies. And both of those are really great options if you have more allergies too to other things that might be in them. There are a lot of other options for topping your hot cocoa too. The Country Crock plant cream says that you can whip it. I have not tried it yet. That's something I want to do in the future. I want to whip it up and see if it whips up like real whipped cream. That's something you could put on your hot chocolate, as well as there are dairy-free versions of Cool Whip. So True Whip makes a vegan Cool Whip product that you can find. I made the mistake of buying True Whip, and I knew the brand, I knew there was something safe, and I forgot to double check. I read the first few ingredients, it didn't get to the end where it said milk, so I bought the original. You have to buy the True Whip vegan. It comes in the teal color, which allergy families know well, so make sure you look for the teal package and don't make the mistake I did. The main takeaway from this taste test is that every person has their own favorite, and the best chocolate for you and your family is the one that you can safely eat. It is also very doable to make your own homemade hot chocolate. I mixed in some Enjoy Life chocolate chips into the same non-dairy milk base, and I stirred them around. If you have time to whisk it all for a while on the stove, I think it would incorporate a lot better. We had a little bit of separation issues, and it was a little bit harder to get it stirred in, but that's because I also have family members who don't like things really hot. So I would probably have to warm it for a while on the stove, melt them in, and then let it cool down so that they could drink it. So that made it a little more complex. Also with the Hershey's cocoa powder, what I did is I took some water and then I warmed it up in the microwave and I added 2 tablespoons of sugar and 1 tablespoon of the cocoa powder, and it worked fine. It did not taste as luxurious and have the good mouthfeel that the other packaged hot chocolates had, but it was tasty. And it's something that if you have, just Hershey's cocoa powder at home or any cocoa powder that's safe for you at home, it's tasty, accessible, and you already have it. So I hope you learned something new today and are looking forward to having some dairy-free, allergy-friendly hot chocolate this winter. Remember, you can still have your happily ever after even with your food allergies.